Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV on Bread. It's a new month, and I've got the newest Comic of the Month Club box in my hands. Now, Comic of the Month Club is one of the numerous geeky boxes out there that delivers some goodies to your doorstep. This one delivers comics, hence Comic of the Month Club. So you can go find it at cotmclub.com. It's right there. Box is a little jacked up because I had to take the address sticker off of it. So the best way I can describe this is basically you're paying someone to do some long box diving for you. You go and you put in a list of comics that you like, or you can do no list at all, and they'll do their best to try to get something of those comics or things that are kind of related to those comics. You get 10 comics for $25. That includes shipping. Not a bad deal, $2.50 a comic, and you get some pretty cool stuff. So far, I've been really happy with the service, and I find it just fun and entertaining. I don't have time to go and do long box diving as much as I would love to do it. So to have someone else do it and get a surprise every month at my doorstep makes me fairly happy. So let's see what is in this month. So we got some Avalon Studios Hellcop. For some reason this really sounds familiar, and I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why this sounds familiar. It's Image. I'm going to guess probably 90s or 2000s. I wasn't, well, who knows? I don't know. This is fascinating. Avalon, we're going to open them up and find out. Who was this? When was this? This feels like peak Image for some reason. Like a peak 90s Image. Alright, Hellcat Volume 1, Number 1, 1999. And it was by Joe Casey, Gilbert Monsanto, Ian Hannon, and R.S. Comicraft. Alright, Joe Casey. Joe Casey's a great writer. I tend to like Joe Casey stuff, so I was going to knock this, but I don't think I'm going to knock this because it's Joe Casey. Joe Casey really does do some fantastic comics. No idea if this is one of them, but we'll find out. Grimjack. This is actually interesting that this popped up in here. I believe this has just been picked up by the Russo brothers for a film, so the fact that I get it in my box, awesome. So this is Grimjack, Killer Instinct, John Ostrander, Timothy Truman, number 2 from IDW Publishing. I have no idea what this came from. Grimjack, no idea what it is. It kind of looks like a knockoff Lobo. So this is 2005 of a comic. Could be worth something because, picked up for film. So to be getting in a box, awesome. It's actually kind of cool. Again, looks off like a knockoff of Lobo. Rocket Raccoon, we got Scotty Young comic version of it. Definitely have a copy of this. Remember Scotty Young's Rocket was entertaining. Didn't really blow me away, but I'm not a big Rocket fan, so whatever. That's more of a common thing, more recent thing. I mean, issue 3. We got Secret Invasion Frontline, number 4 of 5. Secret Invasion was an interesting storyline. Definitely, I think, kind of went off the rails a little bit here and there. This one, if I remember, on Frontline was a bunch of different stories about what was going on, not in the main story. I vaguely think that was the case. Overall, Secret Invasion, I think it was a decent event. Potentially has a lot, some really cool stuff if it's done as a film, and I think we all think that they're going to eventually go Secret Invasion route. We got Deathlock. Hatred is the Hobgoblin. Deathlock number 26. This is from 1993, it looks like. 93, is that about right? Let's see who did this. I probably have a copy of this. You never know. I was a sucker for these type of comics back in the 90s. It's 1993, and it is by Gregory Wright, Kevin Kobasic, Bruce Patterson, Dave Ryan, Sarah Mossoff, Ken Lopez. I had the action figure. I had the Deathlock action figure. I loved that figure. That was such a cool figure. Deathlock's kind of back in some ways. He was recently in the X-Force trade. The X-Force comics that just came out, the latest volume, I mean. Just had a trade come out this week, second trade. Pretty entertaining. Hopefully get more Deathlock. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figure. I don't know if this is a variant or not. It's a really cool comic, or cover, I mean. This is, I go back and forth on the action figure variants and covers. This one's actually pretty cool. I see this in my hand. I think is pretty solid. This has got to be a variant, I would think, right? I don't know. I don't know Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I did not watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers growing up, so I'm just gonna go with cool cover of that. Though, like the stuff I've read from Boom is pretty solid. For example, Justice League Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is number 6 of 6. Tom Taylor, I think, wrote this. This was good. This was actually a cover crossover that really worked. It was entertaining. Fairly recent, last couple of years. Check this out if you haven't read this. If you're a Justice League fan, if you're a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan, this one's worth checking out. This was a good crossover. Justice League Dark, number 34, from New 52. I remember generally liking Justice League Dark. I like it more than the current Justice League Dark, that stuff going on. But overall, like, I'm not a big fan of the magic space in DC Comics, so fairly recent comic. There's a decent chance I have this. Actually, it's probably not all that recent. I mean, it was a New 52 like 10 years ago at this point. Was it that long? I don't know. Whatever. 5 years ago? Whatever. Actually, no. Now I need to know. Now I need to know. How long ago do you think this was? Guesses? Bueller? J.M. DeMatteis. It is 2014, 5 years ago. So it's not quite 10 years. 5 years ago. Feels much longer than that, right? New 52, Future's End. I vaguely remember this event. I started reading it, and I kind of fell off, read it again. It was just one that felt like it was going on forever. Brian Azzarello, a whole bunch of different creators. Alright, Swamp Thing. I will admit, I did not read Swamp Thing back in the day. Since 2005, Swamp Thing. Joshua Dysart, who's a fantastic writer. So Swamp Thing, when I started reading it, was when Charles Soule started doing it with, I guess, New 52. I never read the original run of it, so it's not a character I really know. About as much I know about him is the film that came out so many years ago. So yeah, I mean, really, should I just start with like Volume 1 of the trades back in the day? I'm thinking that's probably what I should do. Anyone got suggestions on that one, let me know. Swamp Thing was not a character I really ever got into. So overall, like, not one of the better boxes. Some interesting stuff in here. I mean, Swamp Thing kind of stands out at me. The newish DC stuff is kind of eh. Newish Marvel stuff is kind of eh. Broomjack was kind of great timing. The Deathlock and the Hell Cop seems really interesting. So overall, kind of an end box, not a bad box, but it's fun. It's, you know, this is overall fun to see some of the stuff that's has come out over the years. And again, it's long box diving delivered to your doorstep. So you can go get it yourself at Comic of the Month Club, COTMclub.com. Go check it out. Tell them Graphic Policy sent you. Normally, I really enjoy this. Overall, I just enjoy going through these comics. Even if I have them, it brings back some nostalgia and let me reminisce a bit about the comics. So as I said, Comic of the Month Club, I think it's fun. $25, 10 comics every single month delivered to your doorstep, so go check it out. Until then, if you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.